Hey guys, it's Lainey, and today is my July book haul. I would count how many books I bought, but there's too many right now for me to count each stack that's laid out in front of me. So we're just not going to count, because if I count, I have a feeling I'm going to be really pissed at myself. We're going to first start with some unboxings. I got 3 packages in the mail today. I'll start with these 2 first, because I know what they are. These are from Jillian from Bookish and Nerdy, and she was unhauling books, and she asked some of us if there were some that we wanted. I got 2. So the first one. She sent me Grave Mercy by Robin Lefevre's. The funny thing about this is you'll see this book again, because I did buy it this month, but she said I could return it and I could get this one for free. I'm still currently looking for the receipt for my copy of Grave Mercy, but I told Jillian that if someone else claimed this, it was totally fine. I could take, I can do without it. But she sent me it anyway, so no one else claimed it. And I'm actually really excited to read this book because, I'm in that kick now of, like, historical fantasy and stuff. And for the second package, and this is Dreams and Shadows by C. Robert Cargill. This is a really pretty cover, which immediately made me want to ask her for it. Don't know what it's about mostly, but it's an urban fantasy. Something about magic and different worlds. Magic. So I'm actually really excited to add this to my edition of books, and hopefully I can read it soon. I want to thank you, Jillian, for sending me these 2 copies of your books that you wanted to get rid of. Now this next package is from a subscriber of mine, Christina, or on Twitter she's at BookOwl90, and she also has a BookTube channel, which I'm linking everything down below because you guys should check her out because she is the nicest person ever. She wanted to thank me for getting her back into BookTube, and she wanted to get me a book, which of course I'm always uncomfortable with. I don't like people spending money on me. I'm excited to open this because I have absolutely no idea what's inside, and this is the first time I have gotten a package from someone where I don't know what's inside of it. So I'm really excited to open this right now. Christina got me Slated by Terry Terry. This has literally been on my wish list for months, and every time I go to Barnes & Noble, it's never there. It's never there, and I've been wanting it for a really long time. It's good old dystopian fun, where this girl, Kyla, her memories have been erased by the government because she apparently did something extremely illegal, but she doesn't know what it is, and she doesn't know what's going on. I'm so excited about this book. And she sent me a note, which of course I'm going to cut into a bookmark because I'm saving this forever. Christina, you're awesome. You did not need to spend your money on me to buy me a book, but I absolutely love it. I'm so excited to start reading this book. But now we're going to go on to the books that I bought. First book I bought this month was Sweet Reckoning, which is the 3rd book in the Sweet trilogy by Wendy Higgins. I read Sweet Evil and Sweet Peril this month, and I'm planning to read it this month because I want to finish this trilogy. So then I actually went to an author signing in my hometown where Lindsay Cummings, Philip Segal, Paula Stokes, and Jill Hathaway, they were all there. I was actually there to interview Lindsay Cummings and do a giveaway for her book, but then as all the other authors were explaining the books that they were promoting, I realized how good they all sounded and how much I wanted the books too. Bought all the books. This is my copy of The Murder Complex, but I did buy another copy for the giveaway. I did get my copy signed and personalized by Lindsay. Of course, if you don't know what The Murder Complex is, it's about a girl named Meadow living in a society where the birth rate is lower than the murder rate. People are dying at night, no one knows why, and there's this mystery and this dystopian, and it's really, really awesome. It's very quick. Then I got The Breakup Artist by Philip Segal. This is a contemporary. This is probably the first contemporary I bought all year. Philip Segal was absolutely hilarious at the signing, and his personality just made me so happy I bought the book. He also signed it and personalized it just for me. This book is about a girl named Becca who runs a business in her high school about breaking up other couples. Her sister was left at the altar, and she kind of because of that, kind of changed her. She felt bad for her sister, and she decided to do this business of breaking up couples. I actually think this sounds extremely funny, and if his writing is anything like his personality, I know it's going to be hilarious. So I'm actually very excited to read The Breakup Artist. If you guys have, let me know, because I don't think anybody on BookTube has really talked about it, and if they have, I just haven't been watching those videos. And then I bought Slide by Jill Hathaway. She was also there as a guest author on the Mighty Mississippi Book Blast author tour. I've actually seen this book on Book Outlet, but I never bought it. It's basically about this girl who can slide into other people's minds. One night she slides into a person's mind where she's looking over at a dead body. So she's trying to figure out who this killer is and who and why and everything, and she just doesn't know. So it's a mystery. Love mysteries, love serial killers. The second book, Imposter, is actually already out, but I didn't want to buy it yet because I was just buying way too much at that event, especially for full price. And lastly, the last author that was there was Paula Stokes, who, wait for it, was promoting her book, The Art of Laney, spelled the same exact way. My mom saw this and she's like, you know you have to get this. Part of me was like, are you paying for it? But then I bought it. This is also a contemporary that I'm really excited to read. The main character, Laney, she likes soccer, but I don't like soccer. Her boyfriend breaks up with her like in an epically humiliating public way, and she decides to get back at him. Her and her best friend come across a philosophy book, The Art of War, which is like an old Chinese strategy philosophy book. She uses strategies in there to get back at her boyfriend, and it's supposed to be really cute and funny. I don't know anybody else with the name of Laney, let alone spelled the same exact way I do, so I'm really excited that I, met the author, and when I went up to her, I said, my name is Laney, and she started laughing, and I'm like, it's spelled the same exact way. She wrote a nice little message in there, and I'm going to be reading this book as well this month, and I will be doing a non-spoiler review, of course. So then I went to BAM in my hometown, because here where I live in Iowa City, we only have a Barnes & Noble. I like BAM's bargain section better, so I actually got 2 books from the bargain section and 2 books for full price. I did have a coupon for $5 off a $25 purchase, which does nothing, but I felt like it was something. The first book I bought was Carnival of Souls by Melissa Marr. The inside sounded really interesting, even though right now I am not confident I could recite the summary to you. I got this book for like $2.97, literally $2.97. I couldn't even pass it up. I haven't read any Melissa Marr books, but I do have a short story collection in my bookshelf, or my crate, because there's no room on my bookshelf anymore. I know a lot of her books are on Book Outlet, like the Wicked Lovely series. The other book that I bought in the bargain section was 172 Hours on the Moon for $5. Who's this by? Johan? I can't read upside down. Johan Harstad. It's supposed to be really scary, but I've heard some bad things about it, so I never wanted to pick it up. And then I tweeted, is this book good? And so many of you guys said it was. So then I'm like, okay, I'm getting it. And then I bought In the After by Demetria Lunetta. This is a dystopian, and I've actually wanted to get this book for a while, so I saw it was in paperback, and my cheap ass wanted to get it. I think the second book's already out. I think I've seen it. And the last book I bought was Elusive by Emily Lloyd Jones. This was actually recommended to me and to everybody by Lindsay Cummings in my interview. So I saw this, it was the only copy there, and bam, so I picked it up and I bought it. I haven't read it yet, but I know Jillian from Bookish and Nerdy did. It is said to be a cross between X-Men and Ocean's 11. 2 things I really love, so of course I got it. Next set of books. I got Rebel Spring, of course, by Morgan Rhodes, which is the second book of the Fallen Kingdom series. Haven't read yet. I think I'm reading it with Shannon because we both really loved this book. I think we're reading it after she finishes Heir of Fire. So excited to read this because you guys, Magnus, I love him. I love Magnus. I also got Kiss of Deception this month by Mary E. Pearson. This book is amazing. I have a review of it on my channel. I'll link it down below in the description bar. Barnes & Noble had a 20% off coupon for members, 20% off coupons, so of course I couldn't just like not use one, so I had to use 2. The books I bought were Grave Mercy by Robin Lefevre and Cruel Beauty by Rosamund Hodge. Actually really excited to read this book. If you didn't know, this is a retelling of Beauty and the Beast. And then there's this one. If I can't find my receipt and I can't return it, maybe I'll just do a giveaway, because in the end this ended up only being like a $7 book. Maybe I'll read Grave Mercy and give my other copy away. I don't know. And then the Ark of all Arks was delivered to my house. I was literally tripping in the kitchen, and Monica and my other roommate, Tressa, were around when I was totally fangirling over the fact that I got this, and that Ark is Gathering Darkness by Morgan Rhodes. This doesn't come out until December. And the best thing about this is she signed it and says to Lainey, "You rock. Hope you enjoy." And you know what? I know I'm gonna enjoy it. And she also sent me a bunch of signed bookmarks, postcards, and her business cards. I have them right here. So it's a little postcard with her signature and some business cards and her bookmarks. I've actually already sent 2 sets of these to Kayla and Shannon, and I'll be sending another set to Kenya, just because we all did the read-along for it. I'm so excited I got this. This is the mother of all arcs for me. The next sets of books I actually am hosting read-alongs for. That is The Queen of the Tearling by Erica Johansson, and the duology books, The Assassin's Curse and The Pirate's Wish by Cassandra Rose Clark. I'm doing a read-along with the 604 Pirates for these 2, and I'm doing a read-along for this one with Kenya, Jillian, and Riley, and they're starting here in August. If you haven't gotten these books, definitely get them, because it's going to be a lot of fun reading them. 2 more books, guys, 2 more books. The Young World by Chris Weitz. I've already talked about this book in my July wrap-up, saying how I'm currently reading it. I'm almost done with it. I totally hammered this thing when I was at work today. It's actually really, really good, and I don't want to say too much about it because there's a lot I want to say about it in a non-spoiler review, so that's something you can look forward to seeing in the next few days, because I'm just, I love dystopian, and I'm absolutely loving this book. And then I go to Barnes & Noble with Monica. This is August 1st, but I'm including this book anyway because I don't want to sit on this for the next month. I tweeted out, what book should I get? Max from Well Done Books tells me to get The Finnegan of the Rock. So I'm reading the description on Goodreads thinking, oh, this is the book I'll get because this seems solid. Can't find it anywhere. Even asked the clerk, which I hate asking people for help in the bookstore because they like to judge you. He was kind of looking at me and then looking at the screen. He's like, this is the book you want? And I'm like, yeah. And he says out of stock. I'm like, well, it's fine, whatever. So then I thought, I'll go find The Midnight Thief. I forget who that's by. It's nowhere to be seen in Barnes & Noble. I'm not going up to that jerk-off. I'm just standing there. All I want to do is buy a book. All I want to do is buy a book. And I see Made of Secrets just kind of chilling on the shelf. I literally don't even read the back because, Jacqueline from J-Book Lover 13 just recently hauled this book. So I just saw it on the shelf, I grabbed it, and I'm like, let's go. I'm actually really excited to read this book too. It's actually just a straight up historical fiction, YA. I don't read historical fiction, I never have, so this is going to be interesting. But Jacqueline says it reminds her of Rain, and while I haven't seen that TV show, I know it's coming out on Netflix soon, and I plan to marathon it. It's basically about Queen Elizabeth I and these maids that are, her ladies in waiting are actually her protectors, and they're kind of like assassins. So that's interesting. And yeah. And I actually really like this cover. For once, I really like people on the cover. Don't even attempt to hold these up or something, but these are the books I got. If you've read any of these books, let me know. If you're excited about reading any of these books, let me know. And if you heard anything about them, just, comment down below. So I hope you guys all have a good day, and I will see you guys later. Bye!